ready to dive in. Today we're tackling Feng Shui. And, not just the basics. We're going deep on using color to, well, shift the energy in your home.
Lots to unpack there.
For sure. You guys sent in tons of material, so clearly you're ready to get, hands-on with this stuff.
Absolutely. Color and energy, it's a fascinating combo.
Right. Okay, so full disclosure, when I first saw a Bagua map in the research, I kind of thought we were about to, summon something.
Ah, I see.
But turns out it's even cooler than that.
Well, I saw it powerful, but no rituals needed. Think of it like this. It's an octagonal grid, like a stop sign, that you put right over your floor plan.
Okay, that's a visual I can work with.
Yeah, and each section, it matches up with a different area of your life. Career, love, health, wealth, the whole shebang.
So my house just got a lot more complicated than four walls.
Yeah.
But how does color even fit into all of this?
Okay, so each of those Bagua areas, they have specific colors that go with them. Chosen, for their energy. Let's take wealth, for example. It usually hangs out in the back left corner of your house. And the color, purple.
Now that you mention it, my back left corner is pretty much a beige storage unit. Not exactly radiating money vibes, is it? But why purple? Is it just a royal thing?
It goes deeper than that. Back in the day, purple dye, it was super rare, crazy expensive. So really only royalty or the super rich could get it.
Interesting. So it's almost like built-in symbolism.
Yeah, exactly. That association, it kind of carried over in Feng Shui.
So it's not just decorating. There's actual meaning behind it.
Yeah.
I was trying to get why you sent so much info on this Bagua map thing.
It's the foundation. It helps you see the energy of different spots in your home and then use color to, work with it.
Yeah. But okay, let's move beyond just purple and wealth for a sec. I had some colors I was curious about.
Oh, yeah. Which ones?
Well, green, for one. It always seems so peaceful, right? And then blue. Big fan of blue. But one that really threw me, black. It doesn't exactly scream Zen home at first glance.
You've picked some good ones. Okay, green. It's all about growth, harmony, that fresh start feeling. It's tied to the wood element in Feng Shui.
Huh.
Think of a forest. Super vibrant, but also peaceful. You see it a lot in places where you want to encourage, rest and healing.
So wait, different shades of green do different things.
Absolutely. Pale greens, they're perfect for bedrooms. That tranquil vibe helps you sleep. But a deeper green, that can be more energizing. Good for, say, a living room or even a home gym.
Okay, so that explains my houseplant obsession. They do make a room feel more peaceful. All right, what about blue? I'm ready for this one, considering I'm basically wearing it head to toe today.
Well, you're clearly tuned in. Blue is all about peace, good communication, that sense of trust. It's linked to the water element. So calm seas, big open sky, that kind of thing.
That's why I feel so chatty by the ocean. It all makes sense. But where would you use blue in a house?
Anywhere you want people to really open up. Living rooms, home offices. Imagine having a tough conversation in a blue room versus a bright red one.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, the energy would be totally different. Okay, speaking of intense colors, let's tackle black. I gotta admit, I was a little intimidated by this one.
It gets a bad rap, but in Feng Shui, black is less about, darkness and more about sophistication, power even, and grounding energy. Think of a really sharp black suit. It just oozes confidence.
You're totally right. I never thought of it that way. So it's not about avoiding colors altogether. It's more about using them in the right way.
Exactly. Creating that balance that works for the energy you want in each space.
This is making so much more sense now. But okay, before I go full Feng Shui and redecorate my entire house, what are the basics we should keep in mind?
Good point. Let's break those down before you go on a painting spree.
All right, hit me with those color commandments.
Well, first things first. Gotta use that Bagua map.
Right, back to the Bagua map. It really is the key to all of this, huh? What else should we be thinking about?
Yeah, it's your guide. But here's another big one. You got to use color to balance out what's already there in the room. So say a room feels, I don't know, too energetic or kind of chaotic. You can bring in those calming colors like blues and greens to tone things down.
So if my home office is, let's say, super vibrant orange, which I know is, energy and creativity.
Yeah.
But I find myself getting distracted easily.
Exactly. You'd want to bring in some blue, maybe a desk mat, a cool piece of art, something like that, just to even out the energy and help you focus.
Okay, that's pretty cool. It's like making a visual recipe or something. What's the third tip on our list?
This one's great if you're not, ready to repaint your whole house. Use accessories. Throw pillows, rugs, curtains, even plants. They can all bring in those colors and their energies without going overboard.
Okay, I can definitely get behind that. Playing around with different colors like that.
Yeah.
But is there a risk of, I don't know, using too much color? Could that be bad?
That's actually a mistake people make a lot. We want color, right?
Yeah.
But Feng Shui is all about balance. Too much, and it's just visual chaos. It can actually mess with the energy flow.
So, like, too much of a good thing can actually backfire.
Totally. It ends up feeling overwhelming instead of
Yeah,
balanced.
yeah. Any examples come to mind, like what not to do?
Okay, picture this. Living room. Bright red walls, neon green sofa, purple rug, yellow pillows.
Oh, wow.
Way too much. Makes the room feel smaller, kind of cramped even.
Yeah, no, I'm already feeling claustrophobic. So it seems like the main takeaway here is, like, be intentional with your colors. Don't just go crazy.
Exactly. Think it through. Okay, another big mistake. Ignoring the Bagua map completely.
Ah, right. Back to our trusty guide.
It might be tempting to just pick colors you like, without thinking about the energy of that spot in your house. But then you could end up with colors that, like, clash with what you're trying to do in that room.
So, like, if I painted my bedroom bright red, which we
Mhm.
said is like passion and energy.
Might not be the best for sleep. Red's great for a dining room, maybe a home gym. But for relaxing, probably not.
Makes sense. I'd be, like, wired all the time. It's funny, but sometimes the best way to feel energized is to, actually create a calm space.
Right. It's about matching your color choices to what you're actually doing in that room.
Okay, I'm seeing the connections here. Bagua map tells you the energy of a space, and then you use color to either pump it up, chill it out, depending on what that room's for. But what about, like, personal taste? Does that matter at all? What if I just hate the color that's supposed to go in, say, my wealth area?
That's a great question. And it leads us to another important point. Feng Shui isn't about strict rules. It's about understanding how it works and then, making it work for you.
So it's not like a color dictatorship.
Nope. You've got room to express yourself. If you really can't stand a certain color, there are other ways to boost that Bagua area. Like, if you hate purple but want that wealth energy, try textures, shapes, even symbolic objects.
Okay, phew. I was starting to worry I'd have to redecorate my whole life.
It's about finding what feels right for you.
I'm so glad we're having this conversation. Seriously, it's eye-opening. Bagua map, color meanings, what not to do, even bringing in your own style. It's a lot, but in a good way.
Feng Shui is a lot, but it's really about making your space work for you.
Well, before we wrap up this whole color journey, any final words of wisdom?
Just remember, this isn't about like checking off boxes. It's a journey. Play around with colors, see how they make you feel, and adjust as you go. There's no one right way.
I love that. Feng Shui is a journey. It just makes it feel less, I don't know, intimidating. Like, it's okay to experiment. So, on that note, let's recap what we've learned for everyone listening. Okay, time for a Feng Shui color recap. So we started with that Bagua map, our, like,
Yeah.
magic octagon that shows us the energy of each part of our house.
Yeah, think of it as a good vibes treasure map. It points you to the best colors for every room.
Right, and then we got into the energy of each color, right? Peaceful blues and greens, those vibrant oranges, and even black. Turns out it can be pretty sophisticated.
Yeah, and it's not just about what colors you like, right? It's about how they can actually, like, change how a room feels and how you feel when you're in that room.
Exactly. And we talked about some of the big mistakes people make, like turning a room into a rainbow explosion or totally forgetting about the Bagua map.
Right. Too much of a good thing isn't always good. And you got to remember what you're actually using the room for. That helps you choose colors that, actually make you feel good.
So we're not just slapping on a coat of paint because we feel like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's more about being intentional, finding balance, and actually using color to, like, help us reach our goals, make our homes support us.
Exactly. And hey, remember, Feng Shui is personal. If there's a color you just can't stand, even if it's supposed to go in a certain area, get creative.
Mhm.
There are always other ways to, work with that energy, textures, shapes, things like that.
This whole deep dive has been amazing. I'm looking at my house totally differently now. And I feel like, I don't know, I have a whole new way of thinking about how my space affects me, like how it makes me feel.
That's what Feng Shui does. It helps you really take control of the energy around you.
It's not about just, accepting things as they are. It's about actually making choices to create the life you want.
Yeah.
Right in your own home.
Love that. And speaking of choices, as you keep learning about Feng Shui, here's something to think about. What colors are you always drawn to? Like in your clothes, in your house, whatever. What do those colors say about you and the energy you want to bring into your life?
Wow, that's a great question. I'm already noticing, like, certain colors I keep going back to Makes you think. I feel like this is just the start of my Feng Shui journey.
So glad we could explore this together. And hey, remember, have fun with it. Experiment, trust yourself, and see what works.
Thanks for being here. It's been awesome. And to everyone listening, thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We hope you feel inspired to, bring some harmony into your home. See you next time.